Hi everyone, it's me Teacher Joy. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Okay, so kung bago ka pa lang, paki-click ng subscribe button para updated kayo sa mga bagong videos natin. So this evening, or kung nakita nyo man yung video na to tomorrow, so yun, iti-check natin ang ating 5 items assignment from item number 6 to 10. Okay, so let's start. I think all of these items are naka-based siya sa English, no? Sige, let's start. Number 6. She prefers reading books blank, watching television. A, done. B, to. C, from. D, over. Ayan, anong blank? Anong dapat na word dito sa blank natin? She prefers reading books blank, watching television. Okay, so a lot of you, I see a lot of you got the correct or wrong. So I see a lot of you got the wrong answer. Because the correct answer is letter B, 2. Ayan, so magtatanong kayo bakit 2 at hindi done? Kasi nakikita ko na most of you, all of you answered letter A, which is done. So, sa English, the correct phrase na prefers or prefer to, no, ay ginagamitan siya ng to. Prefer to, for example, prefer to. Ayan, prefer to. So, dapat to yan. Kung, if, for example, na may nabasa kayong word na prefers, yung blank word dito na hinahanap ay to. Always to yan. Hindi yan nagbabago. So, for example, prefer to. No? When comparing two things with the word prefer, you always use to. O, yung iba, nagsagot ng letter A, done. So, ito yung explanation natin. We use done kapag ang word naman natin ay rather. For example, rather than. Yun. So, in a sentence, she would rather read than watch TV. And clear na po ba? So, kapag prefer, always use to. Kapag word na rather, no? Always use than. Ayun yung ating rules sa English. So, hindi dapat kayo malito. So, go back sa statements natin. She prefers reading books to watching television. Diba? Parang, kung babasahin natin, parang mali. But, in English rule, ang gagamitin natin ay to at hindi than. Gagamit tayo ng than kapag, ano ulit yon? Kapag rather. Rather than, prefer to. Yun yung rules natin. Okay? So, better luck next time. Sige, bawi tayo sa next item. Number 7. By next year, I blank working here for 10 years. A will be, B will have been, C have been, letter D, am. By next year, I blank working here for 10 years. Ayan. Next year, meaning, siya, hindi pa sa tapos, no? It's a future perfect continuous tense. So, this sentence is, again, future perfect continuous tense that is showing an action continuing up to a specific point in the future, or let's say by next year. So, continuous siya. So, anong gagamitin natin? Letter B. Yes, will have been. Kasi nga, future perfect continuous tense. Tense siya. So, by next year, will have been. Okay? So, let's go number 8. The manager, together with the staff, blank attending the seminar tomorrow. Ayan. A is, B are, C where, D have. Again, the manager, together with the staff, attending the seminar tomorrow. Kapag ganito, hahanapan nyo lang naman yung subject. Kapag nahanap yung subject, doon na lang kayo magbe-base kung gagamitin nyo ba lang siya ng singular or plural ba? No. So, sa sentence natin, what is our subject? The manager, together with the staff, attending the seminar tomorrow. Of course, ang ating subject is the manager. Si manager ba ay singular or plural? Yes, of course, singular kasi the manager, walang S. Kapag plural, syempre, the managers. So, dahil singular siya, no, together with the staff, ano siya? Anong gagamitin natin dito? Na verb. Syempre, singular din dapat. At ang singular natin dito is letter A is. So, basahin natin ulit. The manager together with the staff is attending the seminar tomorrow. Ganun lang din sa rule natin sa subject-verb, no? Kapag singular, gamit ka ng verb na singular. Kapag plural ang subject, gamit ka ng plural na subject. So, yun lang. Okay, let's go. Number 9. Which word is spelled correctly? Ito yung pinaka-easy. Spelling. A, receive. B, receive. C, receive. D, receive. Same pronunciation na naman sila. But, as you can see guys, different yung kanilang mga spelling or composing of letters. So, how do you spell receive correctly? Siyempre, alam natin yan. It's letter B. Receive. R-E-C-E-I-V-E. So, sa rule natin, no, sa rule natin sa spelling or in English, yung I is before the E. So, nauuna yung E natin. No? Except after the C. So, for example, believe, receive, di ba? Lahat yan nauuna. Sa believe, nauna yung I. Sa receive naman, nauna yung E kasi nga, after C. Dapat, pagkatapos ng C, susunod yan yung E. So, dito sa believe, letter L. So, therefore, mauuna talaga yung I. Tandaan lang natin na lahat ng word na pagkatapos ng C, nauuna si E. Maliban sa letter C, kapag hindi na siya letter C, uunahin na natin sa letter I. Nagets ba? Again, sa rules, no? Ang sabi, yung I ay dapat mauna si letter E. I before letter E. Again, wait lang. So, ito pala, I before letter E. So, ganito siya dapat. I before letter E, except after C. So, for example, believe. The word believe, ayan. No? Nauna si letter I. Pero sinasabi na kapag daw letter C, for example, receive, dapat mauna si letter E, tsaka sunod si letter I. Yun. Ano pa bang ibang word na na may C? Basta may EI, tsaka or IF. Basta C, sunod yan, letter E agad. Kung hindi letter C, for example, believe na mauuna sa letter I. Okay? Sige, I will comment na lang the other words for IE or EI. Okay? So, if you have also some words to know, you may comment down below. And now, let's go with our last question, number 10. If I blank you, I would accept the offer immediately. A was, B am, C where, D have been. If I blank you, I would accept the offer immediately. This is a what? This is a hypothetical conditional sentence. So, in the second conditional, you always use kapag may if I, I remember when I was in high school, our teachers always said na kapag if I, isa lang yung magiging kasunod niyan wala nang iba. Naalala niyo yung kanta na, if I were a boy, yun. Diba? Kasunod yun is where. If I were, so letter C. Lahat ng sentence mo na if I, yung magiging kasunod niyan is where. No matter what ganun yun. If I were, if I were a butterfly, ganun. If I were a hero, so ganun siya. Dito, if I were you, I would accept the offer immediately. So, yun. Where instead of was for all pronouns. If I were, if he were, if she were, ganun pala dapat. Basta may if, hindi naman siguro lahat, but ganun siya. If I were, if he were, if she were, always use the were instead of was. Ganon. So, yun lang. Sana may natutunan tayo ngayong araw na ito. So, you may comment now your score. Of course, don't forget to comment then your name para alam ko kung sino yung mga sumasagot and active po. So, ayun. Maraming salamat for listening and please don't forget to like this video, para ma-notified pa kayo sa mga susunod na mga quizzes natin. So, asahan ninyo na habang hindi pa ayos yung mga problem natin in life. So, more on drills muna tayo dito. Okay? So, bawi na lang ako soon. Magla-live tayo. Yun lang. God bless everyone. Bye!